shadow work, I think, is the most important piece, but actually healthy shadow work. There's a lot of unhealthy, projected bullshit flying around where people aren't taking responsibility. And so, I look at this difference between reflection and deflection. With Raven, like, we're in relationship. I see her every day. She knows me very well. If she comes to me and shares, "Hey, love, like, I'm experiencing you being this way," not blaming, shaming, condemning me, but saying something that is something she observes within me that can give me an opportunity to grow. Now, one way of looking at that is saying, "Oh no, I'm not that way. What are you talking about?" And doing this like weird self-sovereign bullshit place of like throwing it back on her and saying, "Oh, well, that's just a reflection of you," and not actually like letting it sink inside, both on a personal level as well as a business level. And one of the things that's really supported our business to grow, for me, is having both Raven and Tara there saying like areas that are some of my shadows, where it's like, "Hey, like, I don't see you like responding to these messages and showing up in this way. I really need you to do that." And making clear boundaries, but not from a place of pushing somebody down. Because usually when someone says a boundary or something that they need, the first belief, especially for a male psyche, is something that I've done is wrong. So it hits the failure wound inside the male being of like, "Oh my God, I've done something wrong. Now I have to prove to them that I haven't done something wrong so I can validate my worth." And this is a really important piece of, rather than trying to go in that cycle, being like, "Okay, what is this reminding me of? Can I let myself feel, oh wow, that situation that happened in work was reminding me of something that happened when I was 10, 15 years old. Vibrate the emotions around that, and then come back into that work dynamic and say, thank you for sharing with that. How can we do this even more beautifully together?" That very basic shadow reflection place is so important to get out of our own way and to utilize the people who are close to us that in fact see our shadows. Like, this is a very Ubudian thing. Saying, "This is my shadow." It's like, often our shadows are shadows because we can't fucking see them. Or, "I'm triggered by this." That's another huge one. Like, "Oh, I'm being triggered by this." If you're being triggered, it's triggering something inside of you that should be then an opportunity to go into your own process, rather than utilizing these spiritual words as a way to deflect the place inside that's actually being hit. "Oh, I'm being triggered by you, and you need to be more manly or do this and that." And it's actually, well, when you're being triggered, it's like, thank you for giving me an opportunity to learn and to grow and to take all of that back into my own process, to be like, "Oh wow, that is bringing up some stuff inside. Let me feel that. Let me move through that." It has nothing to do with that individual. They might have a piece of it inside themselves, but it's giving me an opportunity to go to school, to go to my inner school inside, and then at the end of that, come to them and say, "Oh, thank you. This is what I need moving forward." Learn how to make healthy requests in communication, because that's always the area in business where it just starts to get murky and messy, when people just get in their shit and they're not mature enough to recognize that they're in their shit.